What's going on? Welcome to Totally Blitz Podcast. We in the Fight Club recapping UFC Vegas 71, aka Fight Night Pavlovich versus Blaydes. As always, go down, like and subscribe, and comment what you thought of the card, or talk your shit if you're on a heater, whatever you want to say. But as always, I'm Paul Pick 'em with him Concha, and I'm joined with.
You already know. But if you don't, I don't mind telling you again that it's your boy Kev Waterboy Savoy, aka Lil KK, aka the Don PYE, aka the realest motherfucker on your screen. And we coming with the energy, man. It was a lit ass night of fighting. You had Bellator, them boys was bumping, knocking shit out. You had Tank versus Garcia, knocking shit out. Motherfucking, I even heard that the London card, that shit all the way that Eddie Hearn, his sneaky ass put together, they was fucking shit up out there.
Fight of the year over there.
But we here to talk UFC Vegas 71. And I were like 5 first round knockouts for this card, Paul. People was getting in and getting out all night. It was fun. I enjoyed this card. I'm not gonna lie, this card was the first card in a while that was like first like low key fight night that wasn't really distracted. But like it's been a great fucking. I liked it, man. How'd you feel about this card?
Man, fuck this card, bro. I got fucking killed on the bets. Like, I got absolutely slaughtered. Verdict, I came in like third place. Like, no, I didn't even come in. I came in fourth place on Verdict. I couldn't even get a gold, bronze, silver, nothing, bro. Like the one fight where at one point I thought maybe this is could make up for how lackluster I felt like the card was when I was watching it, was the Bobby Green fight, and then Bobby Green gets a fucking headbutt, and the fight turns into a no contest, which it should have. Don't get me wrong, it wasn't a headbutt, but still, like, other than the main event, co-main event, and then the Lucinda fight, I don't know. The Muhammad Usman fight was boring because Usman just was sitting on top of him the whole time, but then when Tafa would get up for 10 seconds, he would piece him up, but like he would still lose that round because you can't be getting sit on for 4 minutes. But overall, I had I just had a very poor fight night because of my bets.
What'd you go wrong, homie? We was eating. You've been eating. This is the same guy that was at UFC 287. You was not only telling the guy next to you who these fighters were, like he didn't know who Kevin Holland was, cool dude. But you was also showing him like, yeah, I bet that. I bet Izzy. I bet Izzy. I bet Kevin Holland. The only bet I missed was the Font versus y'all guys. Like, what happened?
Well, the Curtis Blaydes fight to go over a round and a half died. Curtis Blaydes thought he could box with Sergey. Shot like, but that was probably a big bet. And then the other one was I took Matthew Smellersberger or whatever his name versus Jeremiah Wells, and Jeremiah Wells just kept fucking body slamming his ass from side to side, man, all over the cage. So, I mean, like I said, man, it's the people I was putting my money into, and just kind of cooked me.
Cook my boy. Damn. R.I.P. man. Hey, look on the bright side. I didn't lose any money this weekend. Oh, I stayed at the house. All I bought this weekend was a bottle of Tito's, some food, had the homies over, and we was watching the fights, enjoying ourselves.
You lost your time with this mid card, bro.
We enjoyed it. There's everything you want when you're drunk with the homies. People get knocked the fuck out, and there were uno, dos. Even you could kind of consider the Bobby Green fight a first round finish.
Arguably, I mean, that's not wrong. Bobby Green definitely celebrated like he did knock his ass out for a second.
Yeah, that's I'm saying, like we got the first round line, and I'm over here telling people that never watch MMA for like, yeah, that's what we fucking do over here, MMA, bitches. It was a fun night.
I will say the first fight was kind of lit because the KO that Brady Hightstein got, because he was getting whooped for 2 rounds, and in the third round, the other guy just completely got tired, gassed out, and just gave up. And Hightstein's just on top of him, punching him, like just like. And then all of a sudden the fight's over, and everyone's just like, "Wow, he just gave up. Like he just completely gassed himself out." Whatever. Like people was on the other guy's head, like Dana White cuts people for shit like this, but other people were like, Brady Highstrand, like, I mean, what kind of lit comeback. Going into that third round, I was like, damn, bro, he got cooked. That third round comeback win. Shout out my boy. Got the heart of a lion.
But they had the motherfucking, they had my dog Muhammad Usman. I know that's your favorite Usman. Like,
but Junior Taffa was lighting his ass up. Like, I'm talking about stand up, cracking his shit. I thought Usman was gonna die at certain points. He was just but then Usman was Usman got like a takedown in the second round and just rode it, and then they got a takedown in the third round and rode it. And Taffa was not able to get back to his feet, but like he got back to his feet for like 20 seconds in the end of the third round, and like he almost knocked his ass out again. I was just like, this is like he keeps wobbling Usman, but it's too short of times. I don't know. So like that, like I don't know. I was pissed at the split decision, or no, it was a unanimous decision, but for Usman, I was just like, bro, I thought we was judging damage.
we were judging damage. I saw that on Twitter. A couple people said that same exact thing.
That was the start of my bad bet.
Knockouts, man. We get the back-to-back knockouts.
No, I'm just saying that was the start of my bad bets. Was that one right there? But the back-to-back knockouts, where the Montel Jackson and
my boy Christos Giagos. Oh my gosh, I'm looking at it right now. Sheesh. The way he walked off on his ass. My favorite part is when you knock somebody out and you walk off on his ass.
And Montel Jackson was like a minus 600 favorite. Like, oh, the Giagos one.
Mm-hmm.
Montel Jackson's was clean. I remember I can't remember exactly what he did, but I just know going into that fight, I'm like, bro, minus 600 favorite. He better go in there and dominate. And I mean, he definitely did.
No, that's fire as fuck, man. And then my dog Giagos got the knockdown and walked off.
Let him know.
Both first round knockouts, everybody's lit. People, bro, you gotta remember, Paul, I'm still on crutches. So motherfuckers are in my house standing up like, I'm like, yeah, that's what they do out here.
But then after that, we had a spur of some decisions. Jeremiah Wells gets a split decision over Matthew Smellersberger. And like I said, he was straight up body slamming him.
The strength of Jeremiah Wells to just keep on, because wrestling is tired. You don't want to keep picking somebody up in the air, especially in a 5-minute round. Like, you get tired fast. He just kept going. He had a Marab type of mindset. Like, yeah, every time you get back up, I'm gonna drop you right back motherfucking down. But there were times that Smellsberger was looking good, like in between the slams.
But then the slam was almost inevitably coming every time. And these weren't just like takedowns. Like if you were watching the fight, these weren't like, this is 6 for 10 takedowns, yeah, but these are 6 for 10 fucking putting him on my shoulder, jumping and putting him on his back. Like, it was something. He is so strong as shit. Like, he is compact, 5'9", all muscle. He's like Joaquin Buckley type of muscle.
Buff.
Yeah, that's right. You don't have to know. Like, you just looking at him, you're like, yeah, he can beat somebody up. You don't even know if he has BJJ in his background or not. You just see him on the street. Like, I'm not fucking with him. Yeah.
Hey, before we get into the rest of the cards, right? This is the rest of the fights, right? So this is some funny shit that we was talking in the chat the other day. What do you do when you're minding your own business, right? You see a motherfucker looking at you the way you don't like. You're a little drunk. You go up to his ass and you say, hey, man, the fuck you looking at? Fuck, what the fuck is the issue? Hopefully you don't go up like that. But you just come on some shit, like, fuck that man. And he reaches into his jacket, you're like, oh shit, you got a gun. But instead he pulls out nunchucks. And he gets a what do you do in that situation? Because that was a topic of debate last night.
Going for a single leg.
You better than me. I said, I'm fine. Hey, yo, my bad. I think he was looking at the guy next to me, and it was a confusion. I had a bad day. My wife just cheated on me. But hey, what are you drinking on tonight? Can I get you a drink real quick? Because the nigga with nunchucks is looking for problems. Like that's just what I've learned. Anybody with nunchucks on them at all times is looking for problems.
No, that's facts. You gotta know you're good with them if you're bringing them to the fight.
Yeah, and then he just showcased talent. He was like, "Yo, he could probably play ping pong on some Bruce Lee shit. He could probably play ping pong with the nunchucks. He's like a master at this shit." And he was just like, "Finally, somebody tried." He had no intentions of watching the card. He just came in there like, "I need to fight."
You know, you say it like that. You say it like that. I'm just like, my bad. Now that I know his background, he's been pent up for 10,000 years. We're waiting for the first person to try him.
Oh man, that's hilarious, bro.
But
But all right, man,
that's basically what happened in the next fight. But it's been Lucindo versus Brogan Walker, and Lucindo like.
I'm a Brogan Walker fan. You know, I watched these tough.
Yeah, but Muhammad Usman is surprisingly 2-0 since like people thought he had no future on people, and then it's been Lucindo is showing the other tough fighter that like she just absolutely beat the dog shit out of her. Like, I was like, there's no politically correct way of saying it. She was bleeding. It was like 4 or 5 on takedowns. Like Brogan Walker just didn't look like a UFC fighter in the ring, in the octagon with her. She looked like an NBA 10-day contract type of player in there against against like a LeBron James. Right? It was filthy what they did to her. That's on Dana White, bro. He has to sue knowing that he set that up.
Dana White did that.
Yeah.
I'm fucking crying, dog. Oh man, you're not gonna be doing my dog Brogan Walker like that. She's gonna come back better, faster, stronger.
She can't come back any worse. I can say that much. She's definitely coming back better.
Look, we're gonna have Brogan Walker on this show, and I'm gonna play this clip, and I'm gonna be like, "Paul, I think you got to strap up. She's coming for us."
Hey, I'm gonna be ready. I'm gonna have 15 minutes of footage that back up every statement I'm saying right now. The first, second, and third round on standby.
Oh man, but all right, man, that's fucking funny, man. But what's up, man? So Bobby, we talking the next fight, or we go straight to Bobby Green?
Bobby Green is the next fight. We're the no contest. I mean, was it a fight? I mean, I don't even know. They gave me my money back on Bovada.
Did they really?
Yeah.
It was like, yeah, here you go, bro. My bad.
No bet. It got voided. So I mean, it was Jared Gordon looked pretty good for a big underdog for the first couple round, but then of course the clash of heads, and it was a big clash of heads. It caused him to fall. It caused the knockdown, and then the commission looked it over and they said, yeah, but that's a no contest.
That's crazy. And like this is just after Jared Gordon kind of got cheated. Everybody believes he got robbed against Patty. Like every time we say robbery, it really be a close fight, and like we just don't know what the judges exactly were looking at. But we feel like he got robbed. It was like straight up went to the bank, mask on, said, "Give me all your money." Type. What's next for my dog Jared Gordon? He said he can't catch a break. What's next for my boy?
Well, people were saying on Twitter, but also Twitter is never usually right half the time after fights. But they're saying hopefully they get a rematch in a couple of weeks from now, maybe a month from now, because the fight was competitive. But at the same time, like I could definitely see both of these guys moving on and find someone else in the next month or two. Like because they're both kind of that gatekeeper guy kind of now outside the top 15, but will give you a good tough fight. And it was kind of cool that the UFC put these two guys against each other instead of having them fight younger prospects like they have been for the last few fights of their career. And kind of backfired. So maybe Dana White just is like, all right, yeah, you back to the young prospect. We all go. And also, it's King Green as.
We'll see, man. But hey, man, this is when the street of first round knockouts came. My boy said, oh, boom. When he caught him, and it was I could say that we saw this was a knockout. Do you think it was an early stoppage in this next fight? Oh wait, hold on. We didn't even announce the fight. My bad. I'm getting into my head.
No, we used to go right into Bruno Silva. I mean, it was. I thought it was a little early, but he was hitting him with some dynamite, like because he got hit with a couple shots early in the round, and he just kept moving forward. But when he landed his hands on the chin, like it was cracking Tavares, and Tavares trying to get away, get cracked again, drop. Yeah, I thought this probably should have gone on for one or two more punches because Tavares got up pretty quick after like he got stopped. But also, like, the ref saw what we were seeing, like you getting cracked.
Shit was a war when it was in the field. The combo that Silva used was insane. Just the fucking he already kind of wobbled him with a hook. I think they had a couple exchanges. Tavares was still throwing. Next thing you know, that knee, and then that sets up the motherfucking. I swear, it looked like an anime a little bit, or just like a TV show, because he just looked like on some One Punch Man shit. He brought that bitch all the way back and just boom. And it looked like, and it was Tavares was really about to crack his ass with something, but he said, "Nah, me first." Boom, dropped him, and then he started dropping him. And I would have said, I still think it was a good finish. I think it was a good stoppage because like it was gonna be a couple more punches, and I don't know if Tavares was gonna move out the way for those next two punches. He could have, but damn, that was a great knockout for Bruno Silva. I didn't know who he was, but I'm not a fan.
Former M1 champion came to the UFC, looked really good, and then he last fight before this one. The reason why I didn't think he would win, but I did take him in verdict, so that helped me. But one thing that was scary was Gerard Meerschaert who just got KO'd by Joe Pyfer. Like doesn't have good hands. He was boxing up Bruno Silva in his last fight. So and Bruno Silva looked like an older man kind of deal. So people thought he might be done, but he got a good win here that kind of rewrites all that.
Bro, the vets have been barking these last couple of weeks. Yeah, like what, 2 or 3. We had Edson Barboza get the knockout last week. Bruno Silva this week. The vets been barking, man.
Whew. Well, not this next fight, the main event, the young gun, Russian Terminator, the destroyer of worlds, Sergey Pavlovich, just fucking making it's just absolutely insane. Another first round finish. Like this is they gave him some older vets to start his career. Okay, slumped him. I know Overeem lost, but I mean, he slumped Jamil. He slumped but then they give him Ty Tuivasa, Derek Lewis, Curtis Blaydes. These are the three hitters, the 4, 5, 3, 4, and 5, all first round KOs.
6 straight, dog. The longest streak ever was Chuck Liddell, I think with 7 or 8 at but 6 straight first round finishes in a row is insane. I want to say it was just knockouts, but like 6 straight first round finishes. He's killing everybody. You have no choice. You only have the only reason, and it's tough that Tom Aspinall got hurt in that Blaydes fight because I feel like this fight was supposed to be Sergey versus Aspinall in London, would have been a big deal. But motherfucking, you got to give him John Jones. Like, there's nobody else next. Like, I'm hoping that John gets the Stipe fight and then fights one more so we can really see, because we're not going to see his full potential against anybody. I think he's killing Cyril Gane, who's probably going to be his next fight. The best we got is like we got to wait for Aspinall to get healthy again. Aspinall get a fight, beat somebody, maybe beat somebody else, and then catch up to whatever Sergey got going on, because it's probably going to be a title for the vacant championship. But it's like, fuck, I don't know if we're ever going to have to see what his wrestling really looks like, because this motherfucker is crazy nice with the hands. He's gonna smother you, and he's punching you so hard that in your guard, he's making it through the guard. Like, this motherfucker is a fucking animal.
But his left hand jab was cracking, just the jab, like because he was landing hooks. But I felt like Curtis Blaydes was eating these hooks. But when he hit a jab, you would see Curtis Blaydes do like a wobble back. And I'm like, bro, that's just his left hand jab. That's just cracking shit. Then the uppercut, he literally twists his hand through the guard and then turns it. Like, that's boxing shit right there. Like,
that's some Baki shit. That's some. Oh, you in the guard? Okay. Like, he's a monster.
Someone did, but Curtis Blaydes shot one takedown, and I felt like there should have been more survival mode for Curtis Blaydes. Like, that was not Chris Dawkins in front of him. That was Sergey Pavlovich, and he was like willingly to stand there, and he shoots that one takedown, gets stuff, and he never like. People were like, yeah, but we'll continue to get stuff. It's like, yeah, but what's worse that could have happened? You got knocked down the first round trying to stand there with it. Like at least, I just thought you should have tried to wrestle a little bit more, get into the clinch, maybe just fucking survive. That's why I took the over 1.5 rounds. I thought we'll at least see some wrestling, more wrestling. But I mean, Sergey Pavlovich has destroyed everybody. He's had to fight so far.
Yeah, he's a fucking animal, monster, Terminator. And he's the next heavyweight champion because until like Tom Aspinall gets back right, that's the next probably best person for him to fight. He's running through everybody.
I think this is what's going to end up happening. I think John Jones versus Stipe is kind of already set. It's easy to promote the GOAT versus the heavyweight GOAT. Madison Square Garden, and Gabriel said that he thinks it's going to be a double retirement if they in Madison Square Garden, and I agree with that, and I think it'll be a vacant title, and it'll be Sergey versus Cyril Gane, because I'm not sure if Aspinall's fully back 100%. I think Cyril Gane, like who else would other than Aspinall and Cyril Gane, and I just don't think Aspinall's fully healthy yet. Maybe he is, but I just think it'll be Cyril Gane versus Sergey Pavlovich, which would be very fun. I think fun striking.
Hell yeah. Motherfucking, it's gonna be like it's this heavyweight division just is waiting on. That's the new hitter. Like that's the person that's gonna hold this shit down for a second.
And his reach is that's what someone pointed out. Like his reach is 84 inches. It's absolutely insane. So you have to shoot from a far distance on him. And he can see it coming from a mile away because the moment you get within his reach, he's tagging you up. So you have to shoot from outside the 84-inch reach. And that's why he can stuff those takedowns because he sees it coming from such a far away.
Yeah, this motherfucker is, and he can wrestle. Like, and nobody knows. We get to see it, and he can fucking wrestle. Like,
saw how natural that sprawl looked.
Facts, motherfucker. He said, he said that the UFC doesn't pay for like fighting for wrestling and grappling and stuff like that. They want to see people get hurt, so that's what I do.
I heard him, and he definitely showed that he's hurt the top tier divisions of like he made the top tier division look like the bottom tier division because he's beat them all the same fashion effortlessly.
Mm-hmm. And Cyril Gane's next. Like that's the unless Cyril Gane doesn't want to fight, that's the next one.
Yeah, well, I mean, my bets got murdered this card. Curtis Blaydes got murdered this card. Brogdon Walker got murdered this card. It was a bad weekend for a lot of us. This actually.
I enjoyed the weekend. While we're here though, you want to talk mother you seen that knockout in the motherfucking Bellator fight, the Patchy Mix fight?
No, I did not. I'm intrigued though.
So like, bro, it was fucking crazy. It was we talked about it a little bit on our interview with Dre Meyer.
I heard that him breaking it down, and I was like, oh shit, like some big shit. I was so sour after this UFC card.
It was a fuck all MMA.
I did see the one knockout, which oh my god.
And bro, look at the time. Oh damn.
The time went away, but I just saw the knee on the chin.
It was like 3 minutes and 48 seconds into the fight.
Wow. Wow.
Boom.
I did see the one knockout where this guy Langhart, aka the legend killer, they call him. He moved. He now he's the double champ at one because he moved a weight class to fight the champ at a different weight class, which was a legend that was unbeaten for like 9 years or some crazy shit, and he KO'd him viciously. And I was like, oh my god. Like, it's been a good weekend for combat sports.
Yeah, it was fun, man. It was a fun fucking. Oh, I see what you're talking about. You're talking about. Oh no, I'm thinking something else. But yeah, I just seen that shit. It was a fucking fun ass It was a fun ass weekend of fighting. Watching Tank knock out Garcia. Tank beat the Garcia with a liver punch was hurtful. They go that Haggerty shit.
But this was vicious.
That's it.
Oh yeah, no, that yeah. There's still more to it. He gets back up.
Oh, he gets back up. dog.
Oh yeah, yeah. And this guy was unbeaten for like 9 years to 11 years or some shit, bro. And this Brit, I think he's British, bro. Is they calling him the legend killer. Watch this, bro. He smelled blood and water, right?
Oh,
And he put the good night. Good night, everybody. It's a good
big
show.
time. But no, it was a great fight. What were you doing during the Tank fight? Where did you watch the Tank? How'd you watch the KO?
Watching at the crib. It was a good fight. Fucking I don't think that's not the liver, but someone was saying it's just as bad. Like you can't breathe if someone hits you right there and shit. I think it was Marcus I was talking to. And
And
then
it looks like
Marcus was ready to fight. So you're not fight. He's ready to go to war with the UFC Twitter. Some big UFC account was like 99.99% of UFC fighters would get up and punch like this. And then and Marcus was like, "I'm about to go at him, bro. I'm about to go at him."
and it was crazy because you miss it if you don't see it. Because like it was Ryan spamming the hooks again, and it's just boom, caught you, and now walking off. Just, that hurt.
A lot of finishes this weekend.
Yeah, great night for fucking being drunk and just watching somebody get hurt.
Yeah,
But I love it,
see
man.
someone go to sleep. It was the weekend for that.
Not facts. Fact. I was up this weekend, but it was great, man. I loved it, man. I'm over here running around on one ankle watching these shits, and that's why I enjoyed the card so much. Because like there's so many times I almost stood straight up, like, oh shit, and I'm like, oh hold on, where my boot at?
Shit.
Yeah. But hey, man, this has been the motherfucking Totally Blitz podcast. You feel me, man? We always be talking that good shit. Gotta talk about the whole fight weekend because it was fucking great. UFC Vegas 71. I enjoyed it, man. Paul, we're gonna come back better with the bets next week,
I'll be
man.
back.
It was a great time, man. Please make sure you tune into it. We got a special interview with the one-eyed dragon himself. Then one of Bellator's new signees coming out too. Make sure you tune into the boxing episode. It's gonna be fucking fire. Tank versus Garcia. And that Cordina fight I heard was really good. Possible fight of the year type shit. So motherfucking make sure you keep on tuning. But if you didn't know, we don't mind telling you again that this is the Totally Blitz podcast. I'm your boy Kev Waterboy Savoy, aka the Street Fight Enthusiast. That's your boy Paul picking one of constant. He gonna hit you with the best bets every week except this one, motherfucking. Yeah. And this has been the Totally Blitz podcast. And if you didn't know, we don't mind telling you that you's a bitch.